In progress.
One, this is why we have to fight against female privilege more than ever now. England, social services have ignored repeated complaints of cruelty to a 16-month-old child by evil lesbian couple before they killed the child. I didn't write this article. They're calling them evil. I'm glad finally someone has the guts to call evil evil. And here's another thing. All you guys who go on about blue hair, blue hair dyed lesbians, ugly lesbians. This is a beautiful couple. And look at the Cupid doll they destroyed. And you know why? Because society sees children not as people, but as objects owned by the mother. And the mother can do whatever she likes to the child. Now, look, after lesbian couple Savannah Brockhill and Frankie Smith, I don't know who, were found guilty of killing Smith's 16-month-old daughter, Star Dobson, in Knightley, England. The inaction and ignorance of the police and social services in months preceding the death has come to the fore. I'm glad, a little too late for the baby. According to the reports, the social service workers were so paranoid in acting against the lesbian couple that they cleared them 5 times and stated that the further referral against the couple would be considered an act of malice just days before Star Hobson's deaths. And let me tell you something, guys. If this was a gay male couple, this would never happen, because this is not about their sexual orientation. There is no man to blame. If this woman had stayed with her husband and the baby got killed that way, they would jump in before the baby got killed, because there's a man to demonize. But when there's no men, then you realize just how society does not care about the babies. It does not care about children. Its only focus is, and always has been, grown women. Apparently, the social services were first reported on Star's well-being in January of 2020 by Holly Jones, a friend of Frankie Smith. Geez, this is one of her good friends. After this, the following months, several relatives of Frankie Smith raised concern about the safety of Star Hobson living with the lesbian couple and informed social services to make an investigation into the matter. Those who made the referrals to the social services, including Smith's grandmother, Anita Smith, who raised an alarm after she came to know that Brockhill had been controlling Star with a wrestling move called a slam choke. What? Controlling? What does that entail? What does that mean? Putting the baby asleep? Star Hobson's father, Jordan Hobson, of course, the father didn't get custody, did he? Contacted the social services in June, along with other referrals from Smith's sister, Alicia, and Rachel Whiteley, who was a friend of Smith's mother. Wow, this is a huge circle. It's not just multiple family members, but friends of the family. However, despite multiple warnings and signs, the social services repeatedly closed the case in Star Hobson and believed what was being told by the lesbian couple. I don't think they believed them. I didn't think they really believed them. I think they just wanted to not deal with it. Star Hobson's great-grandfather, because they mentioned, 5 different people here. Well, they said 6, so there's 6 different people here. Star Hobson's great-grandfather, David Fawcett, revealed the social services listened to Frankie Smith and Brockhill and dismissed the relatives as troublemakers who made the complaints out of disliking towards gypsies and same-sex relationships. I don't know what the gypsies part is, but see, they're hiding behind the LGBTQ. But trust me, it's their female privilege that has kept them from entering, because like I said, a gay male couple could not get away with this. He said the lack of response from social services was unbelievable. Not to this guy, everybody. This is totally believable, but to me by now, not after everything I've seen. They did nothing, and we dismissed as troublemakers who made the complaint because we didn't like gypsies and same-sex relationships, adding they did visit the flat, but Savannah Brockhill took over and dismissed this as weirdos and troublemakers who hated gypsies and lesbians, and they swallowed it. Like I said, I don't think they swallowed it. There's no way they just believe them. They just don't want to have to say no to women. They don't want to have to demonize women. They don't want to have to turn around and say our man-hating narrative is going to be challenged. That there is no motherhood instinct to take care of babies because it's her home mother. I forget who's who, but that's the point, right? When a social service worker had made an unannounced visit to the house back in September 15th, Star Hobson had bruises on her face and shins and was visibly shocked. But Bradford City Council worker believed Brockhill's explanation. She had fallen down the stairs. Very typical explanation of abusers, of course. A total of 6 people had alerted authorities about the brutal abuse of the child was facing from her mother and her mother's lesbian partners. What is it about women who get up with lesbian partners and all of a sudden they become child abusers? Because this isn't the first case that's happened. One of my other videos shows it. Starting with Frankie Smith's friend Holly Jones, who made the first referral. You see, a friend made the referral. It's not even the family. And she's a friend. So how could she be against lesbians? After that, Star's great-grandmother, Anita Smith, Star's father, Jordan Hobson. Of course, the father's not given custody. And his word means nothing. Society hates men. He's just going to be good for a payer, and not a payer for the child, but for the 2 women. Frankie Smith's sister, Alicia, a friend of Smith's mother, Rachel Whiteley, and the last referral by Smith's grandfather, Frank Smith. Police and social services had visited the house after the referrals, but closed the cases every time. Oh my God. Oh my God, every time. Notably, Frankie Smith, after breaking up with Star father's Jordan Hobson, started living with Savannah Brockhill, who was a female bouncer at the Sun pub in Bradford, West Yorkshire. What is it with these guys who marry these women, or these women who are lesbians, marry men, use the man, then when they discard them, they finally say, yeah, I'm a lesbian, and pay your child support so I can have a free ride. And in this case, to destroy the man's baby. Months later, toddler Star Hobson was murdered with fracture to her shin, ribs, and skull. Oh my God, like that poor baby. Prosecutor Alistair McDonald, QC, stated that the injuries were caused by severe forceful blow or blows, either in the form of punching, stamping, or kicking to the abdomen. It was reported that Frankie Smith, biological mother of Star Hobson, and her partner Brockhill waited for 15 minutes after Star was injured before calling 999. So they realized the baby was going to bounce back. This baby didn't know enough to stop crying or whining, I guess. That social services ignored the earlier indications of injury on Star Hobson when she had bruises on her cheek and right shin, but accepted Frankie Smith and Brockhill's story that she had fallen downstairs, and those marks were all kid-get bruises. Though it is being said that these cruel women had used their sexuality as a weapon against the West Yorkshire police, social services, Star Hobson's death was tragedy, but could have been avoided. I'm glad they admitted what's going on there. They used their sexuality against it. That's right, everybody. They used their sexuality. They used their female privilege to say, we're women. You know that we will only take care of children because that's our natural caregiving instincts. And you just have to shut your eyes and ignore all the evidence. If Hobson's father was involved, they would come and rescue this baby. Because again, there would be a man to demonize. This is what pisses me off so much, angers me so much. Now, Star Hobson died 22nd of September following a fatal punch by Savannah Brockhill. The punch had damaged Star's internal organs and caused deadly internal bleeding. The judge convicting the lesbian couple said after a quick 7-week trial, geez, 7 weeks is quick, Brockhill was convicted of murder and sentenced to jail for a minimum of 25 years. It should be for life, period. Star's mother, Frankie Smith, was sentenced to 8 years for allowing Star's death. She belongs with the same amount as far as I'm concerned, because she was there abusing her along with it the whole time. However, the sentences have been deemed too lenient. Wow, good. Specifically for Smith, the Attorney General has been asked to review the sentences. It's about time. I mean, these guys, the legal system in England had to make up for the fact that they let this happen. Disgusting. And look, everybody share this video. Everyone who watches this video, share it, please. The Pro Male Collective, we're for protection of children. And that means we have to fight female privilege. Do you understand that? You have to start making aware that this motherhood, narrative that women are caregivers and only men will harm the children is a pack of bullshit. And not everyone should be just allowed to have children. And frankly, there should be a reversal in having fathers be more likely to have the children. Because not the abusers that the women are turning out to be. It's statistically, we know for a fact that mothers are the biggest abusers of children, and these women fall into that category. And so if you want a better society, we have to start struggling on a political and legal level to say, okay, we're destroying this false narrative. We want a reshuffling of where the child goes, which parent the child goes to. Look at this sweetheart. Look at this innocent baby destroyed by these monsters. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that.